Bray, surprise of the day, or one of them. Justin Fields, tumultuous week, taking on Joe Flacco and the Bengals. Samaje Perine taking off. Cincinnati goes up 31-16. D. Wood, this game looked completely finished.
Yeah, that's what the case has been like all season for the Jets. They get down and they usually crumble.
But this time, to their everlasting credit, they fought back, down 2 touchdowns in the 4th quarter. Justin Fields, who had the game of his life. Jeremy Ruckert, that's a 24-yard gain. Very next play, Fields for Breece Hall, who also had a very good game. Jets did everything offensively, Alex, in ways we really haven't seen them do all year.
Yeah, in a week, too, when there was a lot of noise around this football team. Hats off to them for kind of getting back in this football game.
That made it 38-30, and the analytics say you go for 2 in this spot, and they do. And this is a great play.
Oh this play is phenomenal. The degree of difficulty here to make, this won the game.
Throw and catch.
This won the game.
Absolutely.
Throw and catch.
Isaiah Davis originally ruled not a successful try. They go back and look at it, it is. So it's a 6-point game following Jets drive. Again, Justin, look at Aaron Glenn all fired up. Rex and Fields looking, we have not seen him play like this all year.
No, absolutely. Look, this kid has super talent. Going into this thing, stay with this guy. Stay with him.
And then Breece Hall, this is an unbelievable play. Breece Hall to throw. Mason Taylor with the ball.
Had his back to him.
Aaron Rodgers impersonation here with the flick.
And that is a Moss. Randy will show that one on Sunday by Mason Taylor, Jason's son. Jets take a 39-38 lead. Bengals, some very questionable decisions that they make in their final minute and a half they had here. That's a 4th down
How
play.
does the ball not go to Higgins or Chase?
On 3rd or 4th down.
Yeah, right. It made no sense.
They ran the ball in that sequence. Terrible sequence by the Bengals in a lot of ways, and frankly, a disqualifying loss to a Jet team that deserves all the credit in the world. They were down 15 points in the 4th quarter, second largest comeback in team history. At one point in the game, ESPN Bet had the Jets odds to win the game at 20-1. Now, if you're just joining us, obviously this was a day where the Jets were playing with heavy hearts, learning earlier in the morning about the death of their longtime star, Nick Mangold. We talked about that at great length earlier today. Rex very emotionally before, and Damian Woody. So we'll leave that for what we have said. And just when we focus on the game itself for a moment, now, you were very passionate yesterday about how difficult a day this had to be for Justin Fields, a week this was for Justin Fields, being called out by the owner of the team. How about the way he rose up yesterday?
Oh, unbelievable. The maturity. We heard it earlier in the week when he had to, obviously remark on these comments from Woody Johnson, and then to go out there and play the way he did, given that, put that jersey on, and to see the team rally behind him, too, I thought was phenomenal. Says a lot about the character of this young kid. And then, obviously, for anybody paying attention, you heard the comments post-game, what this week was like for this guy, the stress. Obviously, New York media, there's a lot of pressure that comes with this. And again, happy for him to get their first win.
Let's play it, Cindy. Let's play what we're talking about, just so everyone understands. Look, we watch these guys, and sometimes we forget there are human beings inside those helmets. And I'm as guilty of that at times, of course, as anyone. Listen to Justin Fields after the game yesterday talking about the week that he had.
I'm going to get pretty vulnerable right here, but this week I kind of, I found myself in my closet crying on the ground, laying down, not because of the hardships, not because of the troubles. I felt like, I was built to handle that, and I was put in place to handle this situation, but I was just praying over and over and over again, just one win.
Wow.
And it's powerful, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And it just shows, it just keeps building, and he wants it for his teammates. He wants it for all that. That's why he needs to be behind center. That's the reason you brought this kid in. The guy's a phenomenal talent. Anybody who says he isn't is absolutely out of their mind. This kid has the talent. Find a way to get him to play the position better, and that's what this thing's all about. Don't give up on him. Hell, your season's horrendous anyway. This guy is, stay with him. Stay with him. He's got everything else. He does have it. Who the hell can't be cheering for this guy after hearing him, the way he handled the press conference before, how real he is here? That, you can follow that in a locker room without question. And to me, the guy's a special talent. Let's make him a special quarterback.
Yeah, in some ways it's ironic that vulnerability shows a lot of strength. right? I mean, to get up here in the face of this, listen, the Jets fan base is phenomenal, right? But it's a lot of weight that comes with it, right? And again, to see what he's been dealing with, obviously they're winless. Yep. Again, a lot of expectations to go get the win, and then for him to get up there and be that vulnerable. Again, I know I certainly appreciate it. I felt his pain, certainly as a young quarterback that struggled myself, and so just really happy for him.
The way he handled last week was so impressive.
Yeah.
You have an owner denigrate you, criticize you, question you, and you go out and handle it in the most poised and professional manner possible. And not only that, people forget, he's thrown 167 passes this season. No interceptions.
Yeah.
He's got the lowest interception rate in the NFL. So, again, if given the chance, he can come through.
Maybe, and we'll see. And again, I think this conversation, it's about a lot, but the world needs really good people more than it needs really good quarterbacks, and he's a really good person. Either way, having said all that, let's a moment on Cincinnati. I mean, D. Wood, everything is sitting there for them. The Steelers lose last night. The Ravens, who are odds-on favorites, are 2-5. Flacco's trying to keep the season afloat to see if they can get Joe Burrow back. They have a 2-touchdown lead in the fourth quarter and lose to a team that hadn't scored a meaningful touchdown in a month. That's a terrible loss.
Greeny, on this show all morning, we've been talking about defenses.
Yeah.
We've been talking about the Cowboys and all these other
Steelers.
The Steelers.
Yeah.
The Cincinnati Bengals defense is atrocious. I mean, they let the New York Jets score 39 points. Again, the Jets haven't scored a meaningful touchdown in a month.
Not since September.
Like in a long
yards.
Yeah, and they dropped 39 points, had 254 yards rushing. And Justin Fields, oh, by the way, without his top two receivers, had the best game of the season.
Hey,
that's how bad it was.
To be fair to both sides, there wasn't a lot of defense.
There's no question about it. But listen, we're speaking on the Cincinnati Bengals, who had an opportunity to make a meaningful move in the AFC North, and they just, again, they dropped the ball big time.
The Jets had 325 yards on first down alone. 325 yards. Unbelievable. They haven't had that all season.
The Jets, this is not a made-up thing I'm about to say. I'm not trying to make something for effect. The Jets had not scored a first-half touchdown since week 1. That's the last time they had scored a touchdown in the first half of a game. Yeah. Their offense has been unimaginably bad. It's been every bit as bad as all these terrible defenses have been bad. Well, the defense yesterday was bad, but the offense, look, they found a way to win a game. They didn't stop fighting when things around them looked really bad. Give them all the credit in the world. And for Cincinnati, you have to sort of debate. Cincinnati or Atlanta, which was the worst loss yesterday? They're both pretty bad.
I mean, look, they're both terrible, but Atlanta has got to be in. I mean, that was abysmal.
All right, as we continue, we got Jonathan Taylor in the MVP conversation, people. I don't know if they're going to give it to him, but they absolutely should. Can he break a record that everyone thinks is unbreakable? We'll dive into that. Plus, a $54 million mess in the Bayou as the Brian Kelly era is over. What's next for LSU?
Family.
I need that deal.
How
I need that deal.
Bad for his family.